Magic Melon here, or Dan. I'm not really sure how they know me, how you know me on the channel, but I know we haven't put any videos up in about, I don't even know, probably a year now. But I was just watching Geek Week and I just thought it's affected so many people's lives. I think I've just got to get this thing up and running. We didn't do half bad, so I'm just gonna start today by playing on this new game that I've downloaded called Kerbal Space Program, KSP. It's got a huge online community, and I'll show you a little bit about that. You can download it off the internet. It's paid for now, but it's in beta, so it's going to be best to buy it now. You get this folder. I've just changed the folder colour there, or icon there. You get this. Don't know if it's going to run because my computer isn't very big, but there we go. Pops up. Put it in full screen. You can download it for Mac or Windows. Hang on, I'm just going to stick it in full screen and then bring it back down so it fits my screen a bit better. Hang on, back down. Okay, so it's got these good graphics at the beginning. Okay, so let's just let this load, and then I'll show you the web pages and all that on it in a second. It's a really good game. I really like it because I'm really into space and all sort of that thing. And you can basically design your rockets, design space planes, and put them into orbit, go to planets, fuel tanks, different launchers, different everything, completely mix and match. The physics in it are pretty accurate, I'd say. They're like, if it's too heavy, it will not go up. If you don't get your orbit right, it will not go up. If you don't have it aerodynamically sound, it won't fly very well. You can control which direction it goes up. You launch it. You do everything yourself. It works brilliantly. It's also got it's got a whole modding community connected to it. I'll show you that in a second when it loads. It's got links on here. I have downloaded a few mods, but I don't really like them that much. I just think they are not, like, I don't know, I like some of them, not all of them. I've got one on here at the moment and it's just complete cheat, like, it just does everything for you, but I'll put a link to this in the description. It's a really good game. Okay, and it's in beta, so it's the time to buy. It's cheapest now, and yeah. Okay, it's just loading up now. I hope you could hear that a second ago. It's not very good, but okay, this game can be quite boring if you don't know what you're doing, so let's just have a little thing. Okay, so it starts up with this screen. If you go KSP Community or Spaceport, let's go on Spaceport, this is quite good. Should open my Safari. Yeah, here it goes. Yeah, and then you've got all these different things. So you've got, you can choose any of these. So let's just go and craft for a second. Someone I downloaded made a USS Enterprise, like a Starship Enterprise, but you can download any of these for tiny files, and you just drag and drop them into the file thing. Sorry, into the, hang on, look. In this folder, there is parts, sounds, ships. Just drag it into there, and then it uploads it. I'll do a tutorial on that later on, but okay, I'm just going to start game. I'm going to go on my file that I've already got, just to show you what can happen when I do it properly. GASA, Global, Aerodynamic Space Center, whatever it is. Okay, continue. Okay. Let it just load. Okay, so it starts off with this screen. You can move around and stuff on it. Which I actually didn't know until very recently. Okay, so then I'm just going to make a shuttle. It's quite laggy on my computer. I'm getting a newish one soon. Yeah, just going to have a bit more RAM on it. Okay, so then I'll just load one, but basically, and I'll edit it for you. Where is it? I think it's this one. Because I'm going to try and land on the moon with it. I don't know whether this will be right, but you can save your ships, you load them in, works beautifully. You can also stick wheels on them. Yeah, this is the right one. Okay, I'm pretty proud of this. This is one of the best ones I've ever made, but... So those these lander legs go down, and then that will be the landing pod. This goes in and out the ladder here, and you can actually do an EVA, and then climb out of it. You can come off it, fly around for a little bit with your jetpack, go back on. And then over here are your stages, so when I click space the first time, that will go on. So these guys will go on, these guys will turn on, and the big main engine will go on, which is down here. Then when I click it the next time, all these guys fall off, because that will be when these guys run out of fuel. Then that will fall off, that whole section will fall off, and this will start, this engine here will start. Then this whole bit will fall off, and this engine will start, which will be my lander for the moon, although it doesn't always work like that. You've got so many parts, and you've got your science parts, which is thermometers, all these different things. These are communicating satellites, communicating like dishes. You've got aerodynamics. You've got these fins which will move, which will keep it steady. You've got these things which will actually keep it steady in flight. They're little boosters, what are they called? They're SAS, I think. RV, thruster block. Your little description tells you power, tells you what you need for them. So with them, you need them. Ideally, you can also have other things. That's a mod that I've downloaded, but I'm not going to use it for now. I don't like it that much. Then you've got all these different fuel tanks that you can use, batteries, so if you put a satellite in orbit, you can put batteries and solar panels on it, which will power your scientific utilities. This works. These things are just port beams, they're really useful, but these things are actually, you put in for your launch oops. So that just clicks off, and then the first piece you put in, so I think that was that for me, that will control the whole rocket. So if you click on that, now I can move everything on the rocket around. But click on these are just launch stabilities things. You stick this on symmetry mode, so it's got 6 things come up. You wait for them all to go green. There we go. Click them on. That's in the bottom. Save and launch. Okay. Give it a second to load. This is going to be quite laggy when it loads, just because of everything. Basically, my computer hasn't got enough RAM to run it, technically. So it's sort of running on because the screen recording uses it quite a bit. This uses quite a bit. And this uses 2 gig of RAM minimum, and I've got 2 gig of RAM. So it's quite laggy for me anyway. Okay, so you've got this thing called time warp. That means you can warp time, quicken time. So say it's night now. Down here I've got all my guys. Where are the normal guys? They are normal. Okay, but so I can actually just got to wait for it to lower there. Now I can speed up time just till it's day. Okay, skipped a few days there. There we go. Okay, so that's my flag over here. This is my rocket. This is what you use to control everything. So I'm going to put R and T on, which will mean that these things work, and this will stabilise me, so I'm straight up for now. I'm going to turn up the throttle by using shift. Okay, I'm going to put it on full, but at some point it overheats the engines, so I'm going to have to turn it down. Then I tap space, and it launches. I'm just going to turn the volume off on my computer. There we go. Stop it lagging as much. It's very laggy. Okay. So now you have to wait for it to get to 10,000 feet. So that thing just aborts, and that means everything falls off and you get back down to Earth. But you wait till it's roughly at 10,000 feet, then I'll show you what you do next. So this is all my fuel levels. So these things on the side here are solid fuel boosters. Those things, solid fuel doesn't work as good as liquid fuel, but it works okay. See, I've got overheat now. I just want to turn my engine down slightly so that overheat goes away. I know how much it needs to go down by, but the overheat goes away. Now I've just got to wait for quite a while now. I might jump to 1,000 feet here, but this thing over here, at 10,000 feet or whatever it is, this thing over here is actually like, if you did it real time, which you don't always do it, that's how long it would have taken you. So it's been 26 seconds since I launched, so if you use time warp a lot, then it will tell you how many hours it's been in orbit if you had done it without time warp. That shows you how much warp you're on. You can add and delete stages here, so at plus minus. Then once I'm at 10,000 feet, you've got this map view which you then turn to. So, oh yeah, that's what they are. I was trying to get to the moon with that lander, but it didn't really work. So this is your apoapsis, which is the highest point of orbit. Then you've got your periapsis, which is inside the Earth at the moment, which is your lowest. That thing has got to be around 70,000 feet before you start making it all bigger. But I'll show you how you do that when it gets to it. Okay, see this solid fuel has just run out here. So now it's run out. Click space. Those guys fall off. I keep on flying. These engines keep on working. So now I wait for these guys to run out. Oh, I'm at 9,000 feet. Turn SAS off. Go to about 45 degrees here, or 90 it says, but it's not, it's 45. Okay, go there. Turn it on again, and now it should keep me at that angle. Now I'm just going to wait for that to run out, and then I'll go on to the next stage of my rocket. Okay. So basically, I've now got the Earth here, and because I've got a mouse, it's quite a lot easier, to be honest, but a joystick is the best thing for this, really. If you've got one, if you're lucky enough to have one. Okay, this liquid fuel has just run out. Tap that. Ooh, you've got to be off that. Space, space again, and now that rocket's burning. Now that I know I've got a lot of fuel, I've got to wait for that to be about 70,000 feet. I hope I get this right first time. If I don't, it's going to look quite stupid. But yeah, this is taking quite a while, so I'm going to angle myself a bit more angular. Only slightly, and that should shoot up a bit faster now. Yeah, it's going a bit faster. This shows you how many landers in, and you can actually switch to that. So that's one of my satellites that I've got up, and you can switch to them and control them. This one should come back down to Earth because it's not got any fuel. I don't think that one's got that much fuel in it either, but okay, this one's got quite a bit of fuel. You can also attach parachutes and stuff, so when you land, you burn up in the atmosphere, but you can just deploy parachutes and then you'll land a bit safer. Okay, come on. You've got this whole Earth that you can fly around. There are different things, so like there's a temple in the desert, there's an alien spaceship that's crashed in the North Pole, all this sort of stuff that you can fly around and try and find, but it's very hard to find. You can also get all these on the same level. It's very hard, but see how this one's quite flat there, this one's a bit lower, and you can actually change them by doing different maneuvers. It's really, really realistic. Okay, so I'm at 64, 65. when this gets to 70,000 there, I press X, which will cut my throttle. Now I'm going to burn this one, which is, I can't remember the actual name for it, but I'm going to burn on that, and by the time I'll get to there, it'll be around here somewhere. I'll go a bit higher, because then it works a bit better. Okay, so now I'm just going to kill some time. I'm going to warp speed till I'm at apoapsis. And then I'm going to do a thruster burn this way. Okay, I'm just going to go back to warp 1, go here, turn SS on and off. Okay, now turn my throttle all the way up, the force goes up, and this actually this will start getting bigger. My orbit will start becoming a round Earth orbit. Put down a little bit more. And burn. The only thing is that thing goes away from me because I'm above it. If you go below it, you keep on moving, and that's really annoying because that means you 99% of the time you crash. So I just do it like this. Just keep on doing small burns and doing this. So I'm at 4 minutes, 13, 14, 15. So, I don't know why that's flashing, but it just is. Okay, you can see this starting to get bigger now, bigger and bigger. And if you actually zoom out enough, you see the orbit inside the Earth, which will soon be getting bigger and bigger. Zoom out a little. And you can also dock with things if you want. So say I had a space station, like the ISS, International Space Station, I could actually dock something with that. It's really hard, but you've got to learn. Okay. Come on. So as I said, I hope that, I'm not sure how Ollie feels about this, but I'm just going to pack this up and see what happens. I can't imagine he'll be annoyed with me exactly, but I don't know whether he wants to do it as well. Thanks. Okay, so now I'm just going to burn again, cut my speed. Okay, I'm going to bring this a bit closer in so it's more accurate. There we go, now I'm just going to burn and burn and burn. See, now that's staying actually pretty much perfectly. No, it's not. Okay, so now see how this is going around the Earth, and then I should get periapsis. Now I'm just going to cut my speed. Okay, now how circular is this? 71.94. Not very circular, but it's good enough. So now I'm in orbit. I can, I'm a pretty steady orbit to be honest, so I can actually go into the other view using M. So map, non-map view. Okay, I'm actually that was perfect. I'm out of liquid fuel now. But you can kill speed around the Earth. Now, if I was going to do a story on that, I would go to the moon using this stage. What I'm going to do is see Dockling curve in here. You can go IVA, in-vehicular activity, and you can actually fly the vessel from in here. You can also see your mate here. That's the other guy. It's pretty good, and they're only gonna bring more in. So at the moment, this is just a creative mode, but they are gonna bring in a campaign mode where you have to pay for everything. Okay, I'm gonna go EVA. Zoom in on him. Okay, so now I'm controlling this little guy here. He has got 100% jetpack fuel, which is good. I can then walk down the ladders and stuff. Click space, click R, and now I've got a jetpack on him. It's quite hard to do, but then you can actually redock. You can fly off, and then if you redock, walk down a little bit. No, that way. Come on, go down. Board again. I get back in. Once you land, I can stick these guys down. So if I was going to land on the moon now, I could do that. You can edit your orbit. You can do all these sort of things. This is just this is just like a starter. You can put them down. You can open up this lander. Here we go. So this ladder extends. All of it's got beautiful graphics. Absolutely perfect. You can re-entry, and then I just deploy these parachutes. That lands me. Where is it? There we go. Okay, thanks a lot for watching. I will pick this up on another episode. Yes, I don't know how Ollie feels about me doing this, but still, I can do it. I'm just gonna do some episodes, see what happens, because we did well. Like, we were going well with track ladder. Yeah, we were doing well, and we just stopped stupidly. I think we should carry on going, but yeah. No, it's good. It's a very good game. You've got solar panels, and they're charging these batteries, which then allow them to use the ladder and stuff. Okay, thanks for watching. Remember to subscribe, comment, and like. Yeah, thanks. This has been Dan.